So the ground throws open its gates and embraces all comers, despite less than perfect conditions. A warm welcome to all of you on what is, in fact, a very, very cold night, and snow here will play its part in the match. Rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Well, that was impressive. Match that. It is a monster matchup, Jim Bentley.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
So it's down to business here. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This guy, Ruben Neves, has an eye for the spectacular, but his main role is to be that pivot in midfield, doing all the dirty, ugly work that goes unnoticed, and he'll be covering a lot of ground in front of his defence, something he's very good at, in fact. But every now and again, he'll throw in a humdinger.
Well, quite no argument for me on that one. Ruben Neves. And here's João Felix. Oh, played through for the wide man. João Felix. João Felix with the cross. McAllister. Simeone. De Paul. And here's Messi, applies the finish!
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Nuno Mendes, Vitinha, Inacio, he's gone direct here. Paredes. Now it's Messi. Romero. And it's Messi. That is a great pick out. De Paul. And he's there to get it away. De Paul showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That has been knocked clear. McAllister. Messi. Simeone is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Neto. And here's Ramos. It's really well cleared. Araujo. Ruben Neves. Very nicely done. And here's João Felix. shoots! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Paredes. Moved on forwards. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. McAllister. Paredes. Otamendi gently done. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. Now it's Ramos. João Cancelo does really well to win the ball there. Oh, what a ball! And it's played forward. Simeone. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Alvarez. Alvarez! Oh, another save.
Alvarez really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
João Felix. That's been slipped through. Now it's Ramos. Just Gonzalo Ramos! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Dieter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Paredes. And here's Alvarez. João Cancelo gets across to intercept that. Rui Silva sends that a long way. Messi. Ruben Neves. Vitinha. Araujo forwards and with intent. João Felix. Nuno Mendes. Araujo. João Cancelo. And here's Neto. And it's Cancelo. Ruben Neves. And the shot's on here. McAllister. Alvarez. Now it's Messi. Crunching tackle. Oh, it's come loose. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. João Neves.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Alvarez. Do have a chance to counter here. Acuna. Acuna. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And here's McAllister. McAllister. Simeone, and he's gone backward here. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. João Neves wins the duel this time. Gonzalo Ramos goes on a run down the left wing. Nuno Mendes. Ruben Neves. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Messi. De Paul. Romero chips it through. And he's there to clear it. Araujo getting this one clear. Gonzalo Ramos. Now it's Pedro Neto. Over to the left. That's very neat. Joao Felix. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Alvarez. Acuna. Senesi. Paredes. That's a lovely, neat pass.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Senesi, and the keeper's got it again. Paredes. McAllister. Romero. Messi. Alvarez. Now it's Simeone! And he has kept it out somehow.
Simeone clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Nuno Mendes. Great defending, strong and determined. Alvarez. Now it's Simeone. Simeone tries to dink it through. It's a goal kick. De Paul. And here's Messi. Goes for a shot! Joao Neves wins the duel this time. Long ball looking to counter. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now it's Pedro Neto.
Acuna, yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, such a clever touch. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cleared away. And it's Cancelo. Oh, nice touch. Ruben Neves. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
And here's Ramos. Gonzalo Ramos! Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. Driving forward. Alvarez absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Mendes cuts out the pass. Well read, nice interception. McAllister. And here's the pull. Romero. De Paul. João Neves. João Cancelo. Araujo. Vitinha. Ruben Neves. Mendes is onto it in a flash. Now it's Ramos. João Cancelo. And out it comes again. Ruben Neves has it back and can go again. And here's the chance to counter. Otamendi. Paredes. Oh, nicely intercepted. João Felix. Gonzalo Ramos. He's shifting through the gears here. Messi. Otamendi. Otamendi shifted upfield. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Ramos.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
João Cancelo. Araujo. Aim forwards. Clearly not happy with that. Otamendi. Romero. McAllister. Paredes. Moved on forwards. Araujo gets over and intercepts. Rui Silva, long ball by the goalkeeper. And here's Alvarez!
Alvarez is hugely at ease and confident of taking on long-range efforts. It seems to be a natural strength.
Mendes, gently done. Vitinha. And here's João Felix. Good play on the left-hand side here. That is a brilliant interception. And the ball's come loose here. And it's Mendes. Romero. Messi. Well-timed, excellent interception. Nuno Mendes. Ruben Neves. And it's played forward. Pedro Neto. Nuno Mendes. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Ruben Neves. Vitinha. Ruben Neves. João Felix. He is just caressing the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Portugal going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Gonzalo Inacio. Inacio forwards and with intent. And it's Messi. Simeone. He's got to be in here. Acuna delivers the ball. Araujo. Araujo shifted upfield. Senesi makes the interception. The pull, delicate ball, and it needs to be. McAllister. Acuna. Lovely feet. McAllister. Decent progress down the left. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. Looking here to chip it through. João Felix. Climbs up big! Goal! Portugal!
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Portugal have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
The referee's awarded a free kick. João Neves. João Cancelo. Araujo. Vitinha. João Felix. Now he's off and running. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Gonçalo Inácio. Vitinha. Oh, there's a probing ball. That wasn't the greatest of balls. Messi. De Paul. Simeone. Acuna. João Neves does really well to win the ball there. Can he deliver? João Felix, he's had a shot! That's really well manoeuvred. Forward it goes. Ruben Neves. João Felix. And here's Neto. Now then, the ball's come loose. Otamendi. for a throw. And it's Cancelo. Lobbed in behind. He's cut it out. Otamendi gently done. Looking to break at pace. De Paul. Out to the right. The less said about that pass, the better. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Gonzalo Inacio. And he cuts out the supply. Time and again they are repelled. Now what about a counter-attack? Now it's Simeone. Simeone played out towards the right wing.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
That's a little off target. McAllister. Paredes. Argentina, time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Keeper's got good distance on that. Now that's well seen too. Joao Felix is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. McAllister. Joao Felix. Calmly anticipates. Simeone. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Nuno Mendes. Joao Felix. Gonzalo Ramos. And here's Neto. Pedro Neto. Oh, good spread. Lovely feeding, is such a good mover. And it's Cancelo. Excellent. Joao Cancelo is fouled. It's hit the upright. That was travelling. Moved on forwards. Romero. Argentina to retain the ball, but seemingly in no rush to break forward. Up towards the front line. And he's there to clear it. Oh, delicate chip through. Oh, he's found... Oh, shooting chance! No mistake! And this is getting better and better.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Inacio cuts it out. Joao Felix. Joao Felix. That has been cut short. Simeone. Now it's Alvarez. Araujo. Gonzalo Inacio. Inacio. Ah, he's fizzed it forward. Now it's Ramos. Nuno Mendes. And it's Vitinha. Joao Felix. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha played out to the left flank. Joao Felix. Oh, that's nice. And here's Ramos. Gonzalo Ramos! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Gonzalo Ramos certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Otamendi. Messi. And it's played forward. Pedro Neto. And here's Ramos. Now who's going to be first to this? Out to the left it goes. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Smart save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Messi plays it short. So who's he picking out? Nice control. Messi. And the shot! Was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Chance for a shot! Gonzalo Inacio. Ruben Neves. And it's Cancelo. That's good play. Cross. Senesi is there, and he can get... Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Gonzalo Inacio. Inacio forwards and with intent. Time added on will be 2 minutes. There are a few waiting for it.
Oh, that's well done, really robust.
De Paul. Romero, aim forwards. Nuno Mendes. Ruben Neves. Joao Felix. Ruben Neves. That is lovely. Time to deliver. Vitinha. Cross from Kunst. It's a mighty effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have...
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Argentina really are lucky not to be down by war, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players. Otherwise, this one's as good as done.
Señoras y señores, por favor, alojen todas las unidades específicas en las zonas de acceso. Muchas
Whistle
gracias.
goes, and we start the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Punched away.
Portugal clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Romero. Messi. De Paul.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
That's a nicely weighted pass. It's out for a goal kick. Joao Felix played with finesse. And it's Messi. De Paul out towards the flank. And here's Alvarez! Decent enough try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Simeone. And here's Alvarez. De Paul, spread out to the left. Showing good feet. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Tries a deft little ball. Joao Felix. And a chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Clinical. Just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Portugal find a position of real strength now. Otamendi. Paredes. Paredes shifted upfield. Acuna. Simeone. McAllister. Messi. This might spell danger. That has been knocked clear. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Argentina have reclaimed it. And he decides to cross it. Vitinha gets good distance on it. And here's the Paul. And here's Alvarez. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's McAllister. Simeone has it in a wide position. Looking for a decent ball in. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Defending of the desperate variety. Ball is over the line. McAllister. It's run loose here. Muscular approach does pay off here. Senesi gets over and intercepts. Romero. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Plenty waiting in the middle. And that has been cleared. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Gonzalo Inacio. Ruben Neves. Vitinha. Ruben Neves. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Gonzalo Inacio. Inacio chooses to go cross-field. Oh, sweet feet. Simeone. Paredes. Otamendi. Paredes. Otamendi aim forwards. Paredes. Senesi. Senesi forwards and with intent. And here's João Felix. Now it's Pedro Neto. There's the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
And it's played forward. McAllister.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Moved on forwards. And here's Ramos. Proves too strong. And here's Alvarez. Simeone. That has found him in acres of space. That's tidy. A chance to play it in. And gets the shot away! Messi opts to play it back. Danger averted for now. Nuno Mendes. And here's João Felix. Oh, that's neat. Nuno Mendes. Oh, smashing header! Read the delivery beautifully, but got the finish all wrong.
Gonzalo Ramos clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Acuna. That's really well manoeuvred. João Cancelo gets across to intercept that. And it's gone back to the keeper. Calmly anticipates. João Neves.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Looking for a decent ball in. Now who's going to be first to this? And it's Neves. Messi. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Gonzalo Inacio. And he goes cross-field. And here's Ramos. What a throw in. He's got away. João Cancelo. Can he latch on to this? João Cancelo. Tries to get it clear. No way through there. João Neves. Alvarez. Otamendi producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. McAllister. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Portugal look very much like they've got to that time where it's all about closing this one out. Just take the sting out of the opposition.
It's a very different story for their opponents, though, who just have to throw every... And the shot! And that is great goalkeeping.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Senesi. Romero. Nuno Mendes. Mendes going full steam ahead down the left flank. Nice physical challenge. De Paul. Otamendi. Otamendi gently done. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Araujo. Inacio shifted upfield. De Paul. He can get that clear. Romero. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. João Cancelo. Looks to the other side. João Felix providing an outlet on that flank. That's a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Paredes. And it's Vitinha. Mendes picks it up now. Plenty waiting in the middle. And here's Ramos. Big chance! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Hit into the middle. And it's played forward. Mendes cuts it out. Vitinha. João Felix. And here's Ramos. Gonçalo Ramos played out to the left flank. Lovely bit of skill. João Felix. Could be danger here. It's anyone's ball now. Oh, that's nice and simple for the keeper. João Felix. And here's Ramos. Is there any support? He might not need it. Gonçalo Ramos has been caught there. It's a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Ruben Neves! Wonderful! What a goal! A finish of true class! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Messi. Romero. De Paul. Now that's well seen too. McAllister. Acuna. McAllister. João Neves. Gonçalo Inácio. Moved on forwards. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. João Cancelo. João Cancelo drives forward on the overlap. And it's Cancelo. He's being urged to shoot. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Lovely feet. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. De Paul could move up a gear here. Simeone. McAllister, probing pass. Simeone looking to get on the end of this. Time to deliver. Simeone. A look. Simeone! Gonzalo Ramos goes on a charge down the left. And he's managed to get free. Driving on, a real charge here. That's a cute ball. Brilliantly cut out. Messi. McAllister. Senesi. Messi. Romero forwards and with intent. Alvarez, and he's certainly onside here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Alvarez, succumbs to the pressure.
Alvarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Paredes, aim forwards. He's away! Messi. And it's Messi. De Paul. De Paul! Out the best in the keeper.
Argentina certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Simeone. Simeone's cross. Great defending, strong and determined. Inacio gets it clear. Pedro Neto. Araujo played over towards the opposite flank. De Paul wins the duel this time. That pass has been well intercepted. João Neves. Gonzalo Inacio. Ruben Neves. João Cancelo chasing after it. Pedro Neto. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Out to the right. Romero. De Paul played into space. Messi looking to run onto it. That's really well manoeuvred. Romero. Simeone. Otamendi makes the interception. Acuna. Simeone. Ruben Neves. Nuno Mendes. João Felix. Nuno Mendes. Moved on forwards. And here's Ramos. And he's lost his man here. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. McAllister. Senesi, long ball upfield. João Cancelo clears it away. Araujo. João Cancelo. João Felix. Gonçalo Ramos knocks it out wide. Hoisted in. And that was very necessary. And claimed it back swiftly. And here's Ramos. Oh, the ball's come loose here. That's a fabulous ball. And back out it comes. McAllister. And here's Ramos. Played out wide. De Paul. Gonzalez shifted upfield. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Gonçalo Inacio. Inacio gently done. Played towards the other side. João Cancelo is onto it in a flash. And he's picked out the run. That's going to go a long way. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
There are a few waiting for it. And it's Mendes. Decent chance! Now it's Ramos. And the finish! Paredes. And it's played forward. McAllister.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Argentina making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Palacios. And here's Fernandez. Now it's Fernandez. Hangs in across. It is a corner. Messi goes short. And here's Messi. Oh, great play. Can he deliver? And it's Paredes. And here's Messi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Moved on forwards. Now it's Ramos. Gonçalo Ramos! Can he stop it going out? Oh, that is asking for trouble. And they've got rid. Alvarez. João Cancelo. Gonçalo Ramos. And he's surging through. Vitinha. Over to the left. Nuno Mendes tries across. A real chance! And that has faded wide.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
That's really well manoeuvred. Otamendi. It's an inviting looking ball, that. João Cancelo cuts out the pass. Fernandes. Romero. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And here's João Felix. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Alvarez. Now it's Alvarez. Nuno Mendes. Gonçalo Inácio. Araujo. Inácio, and he goes cross-field. João Cancelo, it's a delicate pass. It's come to nothing. Gonçalo Ramos, chance! And that's past the post. Acuna. Now it's Gonzalez. There will be a throw-in. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Some of them aren't happy with that challenge and they're getting involved. Steady. Araujo with the clearance. Palacios. Real chance! He's put his foot right through that one. Otamendi. Paredes. Romero. That's a sharp pass. And reclaimed it in a trice. Alvarez. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Palacios. Fernandes. And it's Messi. Romero forwards and with intent. Fernandes. Ruben Neves shifted upfield. João Neves. João Cancelo.
And he cuts out the supply.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Araujo. João Neves. Vitinha. Araujo. Ruben Neves. Gonçalo Inácio. Ooh, can he get onto this? Oh, nicely intercepted. Romero. Aim forwards. Well timed, excellent interception. Gonçalo Inácio. Vitinha. Gonçalo Inácio. João Cancelo. And here's Trincao. Paredes. Acuna. Palacios. That has been cut short. Palacios. Paredes. Out to the left it goes. Cleared without complication. Oh, he's played it in low. Ruiz Silva claims it, and the danger passes. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Argentina have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was